Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. This is Reverend Q again, yet Africa USA Radio Drive Home Show. It is a good time. It is a pleasure for us to be here. We thank God for this platform. We thank God for you listeners and those that are watching on YouTube and on Facebook. We thank you so much for joining, and we ask you to please share the live and share the content so that we can grow this channel so that we can reach as many people as we can. You know what I do. I always, once in a while, bring some greatest artists or greatest gospel ministers to this channel so that we can know about them, so that we can hear about them, so that we can embrace and love what they do for the kingdom of God and for us as a church or as a gospel music lovers. Today, I have a pleasure and a privilege to have one of the exciting, actually goes by the name of Hilarious. He's a very energetic, I want to say young man, but I don't know. But he's very energetic when he's on stage, when he's worshiping, when he's very genius in come to music. He love the Lord. He's everything. We love him. I love him dearly. I've known him for quite a while now. Been following him quite a while now. Yes, yes. He's never let go. He's never looked back. He keep pressing on and doing what God has called him to do. And he sings and blesses the souls, blessing the people. His name is Pastor Thulani Ndlovu. He resides in two countries. He's mostly in South Africa, but he's also in Zimbabwe, doing a ministry there. And God is blessing the people that are under His voice. Please, ladies and gentlemen, help me to introduce or welcome my special guest today, all the way from Zimbabwe, Pastor Thulani Ndlovu, the
Boop,
hilarious.
boop, 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 boop. No, no, no. I need to
Hey,
hire you. Yeah, this is proper PR.
this is proper PR, right?
You are hired.
I'm hired. How you
Yes,
doing,
sir.
my brother?
I'm doing great. Say, how are you doing?
Man, it's a pleasure to have you, man. Like I was telling on your intro, I've been following you, and I've been
Wow.
consuming everything you are doing, and I was like, man, this guy, he's an anointed man of God, and he loves the Lord, and he never gave up. How's life been treating you?
You should have told me you were following because I was thinking of quitting. life
Nah.
life is good. Life is good. I think we keep on doing what we need to do and trusting God that He also will do what He needs to do. Life has been good. Life has been good, Reverend Q.
Uh, Tell me, I don't know. I hope this is not going to be controversial, but I know you are a man of God. Tell me, I don't know what they call it, albinism. Is God have a special?
Yeah.
Is God has a special kind of love or affection for albinism because of them that I know they are so talented.
No,
Why is that?
it's simpler to look at it like Pastor Q. It's simple. You've got one person with albinism in 20,000 people.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm thinking. I don't know how many people are in this street where the studio is,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but I've not seen anyone else like me in this street and the street behind and the other street. You
Okay.
see, so that should be special in itself. Um, I'm yet to see someone that is not well pronounced or someone that is not very visible who's got albinism. Jesus says you cannot light a candle um and put it under the
Put it
table.
under the table.
So God cannot light you like He has lit me and put me under a table. You see, so I think that difference comes with a lot of specialty. I don't know what ingredients God put in there, but it's something really special. Growing up, I struggled with understanding why I'm different. But now I
Mhm.
can tell you confidently that um, I would never have wanted to look any different.
Thank God.
You see, so yeah, so it's that, but I don't really look at it as a disability. I think it's a difference, you know.
The first, the first,
Um,
the first encounter with one of your kind, it was when I was very, very young. I think it was
mhm,
grade three, and my teacher, one
okay,
of my favorite teacher ever, was Miss
yeah,
Pungula. He was
all right,
teaching. He was teaching the subject that I really didn't like.
okay,
He was teaching. He was teaching English and mathematics, and I hate both of those because
okay,
they were kind of hard. But I loved him so much. I loved her so much
wow,
because she cared
all
and
right,
she was very, very passionate with the students. She really loved us. But anyway, and then I grew up. I met another guy. He passed away a few years ago. Kinai
okay,
Nkambule. He was a
all right,
key piano accordion player, and then he graduated to keyboard.
okay,
He was melodic. He
wow,
was he was a great singer. And then the third one is still alive in KZN. His name is Squilly Zuma. He's a
Squealy,
great,
yes, I've
yeah,
met
he's a
Squealy. I've met him. Yeah, yeah, very, very, very interesting character.
very interesting character. Very interesting character.
Very
Good singer.
interesting. Yeah.
And there's another one in the western, like you say, you can count them in your three streets. You can't see them, but when you see them,
Oh, you are.
you always recognize them and appreciate them. There's another young lady
Oh,
in
no.
northwest. She is a great singer as well, and that is why I'm asking you. All of them that I know, it's either they have a special thing on anything. It could be teaching, it could be
True,
music, it could be
true, true.
there's
Yes.
something about the special. They are special. But anyway, and then your music. We're gonna start. I don't know whether I'll start with the pastoring or he's a pastor, ladies and gentlemen. He's a called man of God. He pastored the church in South Africa, but I connected with him through his music, his energetic dancing, vocals, and he's a very dynamic musician. So let's go to music. When did you start singing?
So, I got saved in 1998. I was how old was I then? I was 10.
Mm,
And then so your audience will definitely guess my age now.
your age now.
So I've said yeah. So but after I lost my mom, I went to live with my sister in the city. So we're coming from the village, and that's
Hmm.
that's the first time I saw a keyboard.
Wow.
I was like, wow, this thing is so beautiful. I think I should play it. So after showing interest, there's a brother in the church who said, no, look, I want you to start learning the keyboard, but I don't know how to play it myself. I've got it at home. So what we're
Mm.
going to do is every Saturday you come home, I'll leave you with the keyboard and I go to work. So this guy would lock me in every weekend. So it will be me and the keyboard. So that's how I discovered that I've got this music thing in me. I learned the keyboard like that. Uh, Started learning other instruments. Joined the praise and worship at church. So I've been uh, in music basically all my life. I should say. But of course, then growing up, you start to see, oh, this is what musicians do. Oh, there's recording. There's music ministry, and all of these things have met me along the way. But I've always been ministering at whatever level. My mom, before she passed on, taught me a couple of songs because she was a singer herself. She would sing. We would gather around the fire at night and sing. And so it dates. I can't really point and say this is when this actually started. I've been doing this all my life.
uh, so you taught yourself to play keyboard.
Yes, Christians, it's easier to say the Holy Spirit taught me. But
Yeah.
yeah, yes, I'm self-taught. Yes.
I was introduced to instruments by one of the guys, but I'm old, so I started with with piano accordion. That time we didn't have like electricity in our churches, so we were playing piano
Okay.
accordion, and then graduated, then started playing. Uh, I was shown some of the chords, then I started playing. But I would say also
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
self-taught to play
Oh,
the
great,
instrument, and
great.
I still play by ear, and I read notes, I read music a little bit, but I prefer to play by ear. If I
Playing by
play,
ear
I
is
don't.
very standard in Africa. We
It's
all
very
play by
standard.
ear. Very few people. Yeah, that's the standard here. I know in the US, you go to a place, they will give you sheet music, but here we play by ear.
You played by ear,
Mm.
and then you
Yeah.
you grew. You grew in church, and you felt the calling of the Holy Spirit. You felt a calling of God. You became a minister, and then you pastored the church. But you never left. You never let go on your music, right?
Not at all. Not at all. I started preaching at the age of 11. So I used to go move around with ministers. Then we used to have what they call a forerunner. So you have a preacher of the word, but there's someone that comes and preaches before that. So I was that.
Okay.
So I think that's the first thing I did in ministry before actually doing the singing and all of that. But when I went to high school, that's when I formed my first music group. It was called Springs of Life. Yes, around 2002. So yeah, we started singing, going around events and conferences and all of that. Um, but then after college, I left Zim for South Africa in 2009.
Mm,
Met the late Prophet Nay Zimu. By then, I was already an audio technician, so I worked in his studio, and the rest is history. That's how I then met a lot of other people and started getting into they call it an industry. I don't know what an industry is, but in the music in the music industry, I don't know what they call it, but so that's how I met a lot of other people through Prophet Nay. But then later on, I carved on my own sort of network and circle. So it's been like that since. I've worked with a couple of people now. um yes, it's been like that. Did my first album in 2014, my first released album, because I'd recorded a whole lot of other albums.
mm-hmm.
So it was that we did a live recording in 2016, and I've been releasing singles and EPs from that until today.
Oh wow. Nazim's widow. She's part of
Yes.
Africa USA Radio. She
Wow.
yeah, she's part of Africa. She's a doctor. She's a doctor at
Yes.
Lora's Hospital, and yeah,
Yes.
she whenever she get a chance, she drops some
Some
shows here,
inspiration.
because she got a show called from the health desk, so she tells us about the
Oh,
health, how
okay.
to
Wow.
yeah. So and she's very
Wow.
instrumental in getting us to these big gigs, or big, like she was the instrumental of getting us to partner with the SABC Crown Gospel
Wow.
Awards, and so now
That's
we are
beautiful.
partners with the Gospel Crown Award. And so yeah, you work with Nazim. That's a blessing, because man, he was something else. He was loved. He was welcome, and his music was so great. There's a song that nobody forgets about it. About Ritsepile Wena, we trust in you.
Jehovah
That,
Retsepile wena,
yeah,
yes.
Ritsepile. That was a big
But
song.
Neism starts with the Lamb of God. And what people didn't just know is that he was a very big ministry man, very big church
Hmm.
man, very committed to the work of the church. And I think that is what really inspired me to be, very active in church more than I was before I met him. So that's why you see, even prophetess Zimu has continued with the work of the church. They've got a church in Midrand.
Hmm.
uh they 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 are very committed. They worked together, and that helped to shape all of us, not just myself. I think a whole lot of musicians have been to the church. So that really assisted me. I met him at church, Prophet Nay, actually.
Ladies and
So
gentlemen,
before,
we are with Pastor Thulani here, Pastor Thulani Ndlovu from South Africa and Zimbabwe. But right now, he's coming all the way from Zimbabwe in his new studio that is just developed to help other musicians or other business people who wants to promote their businesses. You can contact him and make sure that you tell them what you need so that they can do it for you musically or video graphics. They are doing all that in that new studio in Zimbabwe. You will be surprised how your business will grow and manifest if you use their facilities over there. I've seen it. It's a beautiful, beautiful studio where they can do whatever you need on your. But let's continue, my brother, on your. So you say you've got a lot of albums that you've created. Are you working on something else right now?
yes, I'm working on a single. It's called Ngiyabonga. It should have come out already, so I'm just waiting for the featured artists to quickly add their part, and we release that. I'm planning a recording as well, I think before the end of the year, here in Zimbabwe, because I haven't done a recording here before. It's all my productions were in South Africa, so I'm thinking
Mm.
of doing one here. Should be in October or in November. We're just waiting for venue confirmation. So it's that, and a whole lot of artists that we'll be releasing as well from the studio here, gospel ministers. So I've got my hands on a couple of projects. Yes, sir.
There's a vast pool, and Zimbabwe is very deep in gospel music. We've got the likes of Take Show, Zimu, Take Show
Zama,
Zama.
yes.
We've got there's this young group that is coming up, fire, blazing fire, called I don't know if you in touch with them. I need them at some point. What they call them?
Which years are these?
Unveiled, unveiled.
Unveiled, yes, unveiled, yes. No, no, that's I I I haven't worked with them directly, but
Hmm.
I've spoken to someone within their setup, uh,
Okay.
about possibly getting them to come through for an event. So yes, we've got unveiled, but there's a whole lot of other Zimbabwean groups as well. I think um they took from the likes of Spirit of Praise and Joyous Celebration, but it looks like we
Hmm.
then took it to another level here in Zimbabwe
I
because
know.
there's just a lot of variety. We've got Zim Praise, you've got there's one called Joyful Praise. These guys were in the UK just recently, so
I think I saw
there
that.
is a lot of music groups. Yes, um, that and we've had a lot of international acts coming to Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
So I think Zimbabwe is very is special at this point, as far as gospel music in this part of Africa is concerned.
And I know, I think Travis Green is going to be coming to Zimbabwe too. I know he's in South Africa and Botswana.
Yes, I was supposed to be part of the South Africa program,
Okay.
but it got hindered by my Zim my work here in Zim at the
We-
moment. I think I'll be in
o-
South Africa sometime next week, but it's too late for me to have been part of it. But I've got a friend who's putting this thing together there in South Africa. So yes, he's coming to Zim as well.
I think your friend who's putting it together, he was here at Africa USA Unity events not long ago. I
Oh
interviewed
no,
her. I interviewed her, and
oh Messi.
she Messi, yeah. Yeah,
Yes, yes,
she's
yes,
a
yes.
great organizer. Yeah, she's been here, I think, last week talking about the Travis Green thing, and
Wow,
we were
nice.
we were so glad to have her. We were so
I
glad to
served
have
with
her.
Messi at Winners Chapel. That's where I met people like Lombard. You know Lombard Machinge?
No, I don't know.
Lombard. He's done a couple of songs. He has worked with Takindo as well.
Okay, okay.
In actual fact, Lombard and Taki were married from the same family.
Oh
So
wow.
but I met those people through Messi.
Okay. Yeah, because he
Mm.
did. Messi did work with Takindo, that's for sure.
Yes, yes,
I
yes,
I
yes.
I I used to hang around a lot with Kululi Bebe.
Yes, I've worked with him as well. Very energetic man.
Very energetic. Yeah, I hang around. He used to live in Kempton Park in South Africa, and
Yeah.
I used to call him many times. Hey, let's go have some coffee or something. And it just at that time, I think he was at the or just right after I left the Joya celebration.
Joyous celebration. Yeah. Mkululi's
Starting in.
story is a bit similar to mine because Mkulili has got, I think it's some sort of, I don't know whether he had an accident or has got a disability on his leg. So normally he wouldn't be able to dance. That's why he dances crazy like that.
Oh, I
So
didn't
he
know
would
that
do that.
story.
And yeah, so there's some story like that. So then I would say to him, you know what? This is your story. My story is that I've got bad eyesight. Um, I'm different. I can't be in the sun. There's so many things I cannot do according to what people say. So I'm gonna do those things. So when I preach in church, I say I'm gonna read my own Bible, and I'll be putting it right in my face because I can't see. So it's a similar story to Mkululi. Very inspirational. The energy is because of that.
Okay, yeah, it's very energetic.
Very energetic. Yes, we've done a couple of events together as well.
If you're gonna pick one of your songs or one if people that didn't know you, especially in the US, who want to introduce themselves to your project, what would you recommend us to buy?
That's a very interesting question because um unlike now, before I've been doing music for different audiences. So you've got
Mhm.
music in different languages, and I wouldn't know what they would like.
Okay,
Um, but I've done a song called Testimony. It's on my YouTube channel.
okay.
Testimony has really, I think the song has garnered so much attention from the South African community. It's not one of my best songs. It's not one of the songs I really like that. But I've heard people love the song. Recently we did a song called Joy. You Give Me Joy. It's also on YouTube. So I would implore someone to just go and listen to the music and see what they like. If for any reason, if you don't know Shona or Zulu or whatever language, you'd go there and learn because we've got subtitles there.
No, actually I don't want English. I want the one with the Zulu or Shona so that they can because we
There's a
I, I,
song.
I was telling somebody yesterday, I say, when we were growing up in South Africa, we listened to the likes of Angry Crouch, the Winners. We didn't know English. We made our weights, but we
Yes,
loved
yeah.
the music. Yeah. We were
Oh yeah,
connected.
there's a lot of vernacular songs on my channel. But you know what's interesting? When we did the live recording in 2016, I did a song "Ukholo lwami ngonyuka nalo." In my mind, the song was not even part of the set. So I just got excited on stage. I was like, oh, okay. I started singing this song, and the band played uh, the song like we had rehearsed it. So the song just became very, it spread. I didn't expect that to happen. If you go on YouTube, it's one of my most viewed songs. So it's crazy what the audience can do. We keep making the music, and I can't really say this is what I like, because what I like, many a times the audience chooses the other. So
I don't remember what song you were performing, you were singing. I think it was live. I don't know whether it was live recording, but man, you wouldn't stop dancing. And when the
yeah.
song ends, it looked like people they wanted you to continue singing. You kept singing, keep singing. I think it's not that joy.
No, no, joy is not a live song. I'm actually trying to remember. You see, it could be that on my project, or it could be on other featured projects.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't know which one it is, but yes, we've done songs that people don't want to stop.
Mm.
But sometimes it's the energy of the event. You can
Yeah,
tell
you.
that people are very excited because at the event. So you listen to the song later on at home, you're like, what really excited these people that much?
Yeah, you try.
you know
You try. I mean, you try to stop it, and then they start picking it up and singing,
Mhm,
and then the band continued.
mhm,
Then we come back and sing. I was like, man,
mhm,
it was
mhm, mhm.
electrifying. It was so good. I was
Amen.
like, man,
Amen. Amen.
Tulani is the
Yeah.
anointed man of God. But you also have you're starting a business trying to help upcoming artists and even just business people. The media part where you promote them, when you help. Tell us more about that.
Oh yes, I've been after I left Prophet Nay. I've been in business in South Africa, basically with the recording, the music recording, mixing, mastering, graphics, and all of that. But sometime end of
Did it mute?
was because it was because of the US dollar in Zim. That was the main motivation. I like, if I go to Zim, there's money there. But I think um, also importantly, it was because um, there's huge talent in Zimbabwe.
Hmm.
So
The internet, ladies and gentlemen, he's gonna be back. He's always it does this. Just hold on a little bit. He's gonna come back. His name is Pastor Thulani Ndlovu, all the way from Zimbabwe, and he's a gospel artist. He's a businessman. He's got the media company. He's got the recording studio. If you need your mixing and mastering projects, you can contact him if you're in Zim, so that you get your product out there to public, and you'll be blessed. Also, he's on all digital platform. If you want to hear the music, you can download it there. Also, he's got the YouTube channel Tulani Hilarious, Tulani Hilarious Ndlovu, all the way from Zim. We thank God for his time, for he has been here, but his internet is failing him, and we're just gonna call it a day from him. Anyway, we've had more than I was anticipating, but yeah, if you want to contact him, if you want to connect with him, just look for him, Tulani. Pastor Tulani Ndlovu, in all digital platform. Pastor Tulani, and some places it's called Tulani Hilarious, because he is hilarious, and you're gonna get him. But anyway, this is a drive home show with Rev Q here at Africa USA Radio, and we are thankful for this platform. We are thankful for what God is doing in our lives and in your life. We hope that you're gonna be blessed and you are having a blessed time. We're gonna be listening to all kind of Tulani's music, like the one he just talked about, that my faith, I'll go with my faith to heaven. Ukholo lwami ngonyuka nalo. That's a Zulu song. It's in there as well. But yeah, he's from Zimbabwe. If you are in Zimbabwe and you are looking for a media company, a recording studio, contact Pastor Tulani Hilarious Ndlovu, and you're gonna be blessed. This is Reverend Q signing out here at Africa USA Radio, and we thank you for your time. Please don't forget to follow us on all our digital platform on YouTube. Please subscribe at Africa USA Unity Events. And press that bell so that you can get a notification of all the videos that we're going to be dropping. On Facebook is obviously Africa USA Unity Events Radio and TV. On Instagram, Africa USA Unity Events. On Twitter, Africa USA Unity Events. On TikTok, Africa USA Unity Events. We thank you so much. God bless you. Take care.